The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 9, Nasdaq is up 7, S&P's are flat. We have the gold contract down $1. Silver's up 13 cents. We have the oil market off 89 cents, 41.60. Bonds, the 10-year note is flat. The 30-year bond is up 9 ticks. The good old King dollar's up 208 ticks. And it's Wednesday, and we got oil numbers.
I know.
And
I know oil's down $1, but gold's doing all right. And the gold stocks you were just showing me are rocking to the moon.
Isn't that sick?
It is.
It is really sick, man. I'm telling you, man. You talk about rocket ships, folks. Okay, the gold equities, the silver equities, there since January they're up a couple 100%. So.
And this month they're up 100%.
Yeah, in 8 weeks. It's in 4 weeks. In 3 weeks.
This month,
3 weeks. Yeah. Amazing.
Some of them, yeah.
As we do each and every day, let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are right now in this great country of ours, and spring is here. It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
You're in your car listening? Guess what? You can listen 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin's on every trading day. Kevin, Scott, Cindy, TD Ameritrade, swim lessons, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Total HD video with the audio. If you trade options, folks, please listen, okay? It's free. It's an amazing education. You're talking about Kevin and Scott that were in the pit for years, and you're talking about not only hockey sticks, we're talking about the pitcher, and depending on how visual you are, the pitcher to me really works. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You're right. Spring has sprung in the Midwest, finally.
I know. We were getting calls in yesterday from Chicago, and they said it was 70 degrees the day before, right?
That's right, exactly. And, Tom, I was listening to your morning update, and I just want to let you know, you're exactly right. Yesterday's trade, I'm getting calls from all my buddies from the grain pits going, what is going on with these grain markets? I did not see that coming. And I was telling them, guys, you've got to watch the dollar. Yesterday's trade was all about the dollar. It's all those commodities were firing away off the dollar's weakness.
And boy, did they fire away, my what's wild is that my familiarity with the commodity market my first trade. This is a funny trade, Kevin. My first trade was 1980, right?
I've heard this one before.
This is about as sick as you get, Kevin. So picture this: I'm doing bonds, and I'm making a fortune doing bonds, and I think I can do anything, right? And this guy was working for me, where he was a commodity broker. He says, "Hey," I said, "I want to trade those commodities." He says, "Okay." He says, "Give me $3,300, right? We'll buy some orange juice." I said, "Okay, great." So picture this: I go in, and at that point, you're talking about metal chairs and a thing. So I fill out the work, right? Give him $3,300, right? And he goes to the counter. I come back. I sign the work. He says he comes back. I am not kidding you. Like 35, a minute and a half later, right? He says, "Okay, we need another $1,800. I said, "What do you mean another $1,800? He says, "Well, it went the wrong way." I said, give me my money back." I said, "How much money's left there?" So there was like $600 left. So needless to say, I didn't touch commodities from then until about 2000, okay? But anyway, to make it, isn't that sick, man?
The worst thing that you can feel is, I tell this to my kids all the time. Look at you, you're 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
Oh, totally. It's like...
And you're bulletproof. They will take your money.
And, it was crazy then, too, is I was the market in what I was. I didn't realize what trading is different than being the market, folks. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
You know what I mean? I was making the spread all the time. You don't lose making the spread, right? So anyway, in 2002... Yeah.
There's an old saying in the grain pits. I sold the first rally. I sold the second rally. I was the third rally.
Yeah, right. Crazy. Well, to go back to the commodities, and in 2002, this feels the same way, man. I mean, this been getting some juice, man, for like 2 or 3 months. It's and I'm looking at these. fertilizer stocks, and they're moving off the bottom. I said to myself, we can get some juice here, man. And maybe it's just there's so much free money.
In the grain markets, they're really hoping for weather.
Okay.
Really,
that's a big deal, isn't
farmers,
it?
They're all full. There's some issues coming out of South America.
Yeah.
But these farmers are pretty much full. So as we get to higher prices, they're going to start. You're going to start seeing deliveries in grains, which should kind of knock some of this rally down. However, if weather comes into play, if we get some bad weather, all bets are off in the grain market.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at. You're getting a little weather premium now built into some of these trades. And guess what? It's that time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, look at that run on wheat. I see that run on wheat. What, in 5 days you went from 453 to 496? Right. Pretty amazing.
This was a harsh rally.
You gotta love it. So, what are we talking about today?
You know what? Did you ever stand in a pit, Tom, or did you ever sit at your computer and think, I swear to God, in another life, I must have been a salmon? Because I'm always working against the flow and against the grain.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we're going to talk about. Contrarian trading strategies today.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's
you better be listening.
for sure. Yeah, I think I get the king and queen's hat on for that. Yeah.
He's going to have a front row seat for that show.
It's a beautiful thing. And you know what, folks? All you folks want a front row seat, too. And the way you get it,
I'll be watching.
You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Hey, Kevin, have a great one and a safe one, man.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks,
12 o'clock. We're coming right back, folks. Stay right there. Dow's up 22, Nasdaq's up 11, S&P's up 2.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 20 at the Nasdaq, up 10. S&Ps are up $1.50. And coming up this afternoon, we have our man, Mr. John Logan. He's going to be doing a workshop 5:30 to 6:30, right?
It's Workshop Wednesday, right, with John Logan?
Workshop Wednesday. I like that.
Totally.
And we get oil numbers coming out, too, at 10:30. That's a beautiful thing. So walk us through this workshop.
Yeah, so opportunities in the current market and strategies to profit. If you watch his show, I mean, he uses the scanner to trade religiously. And,
right.
you know, you use it yourself a ton. I'm always looking at it. It is a powerful, awesome piece of software for sure. And that's why we teamed up with him. And he's going to be doing a webinar tonight for 60 minutes with the subscribers. And, you know, you can check it out on the front page. He kind of walks through 7 points that he'll be talking about, but it's really talking about what the scanner is pulling up right now.
Yes.
On different ETFs, different sectors, different markets. And then, you know, how you would
utilize it.
Trade with
Right.
that. Because,
Right.
you know, just because it's bullish, the scanner's not so sophisticated, but it is, and that you need to understand what it's telling you and where maybe the floor is,
Right.
where your price target is, because
Right.
it's not like a newsletter where you're going to be able to, you know, buy here, here's your stop, here's your expansion.
That's right.
Because, you know, it is, but it is only if you understand how to interpret that information.
Right.
Which
right.
is
and
what
it's very easy to interpret.
It is.
You know,
You just need to spend a little time doing the homework
You
so
do.
you understand what the signals are telling you.
And what's so cool, folks, is that I always like when we're at highs or at lows anyway, okay? I feel that whatever positions you put on are much easier on a money management basis because of the fact that you're so close to either the highs or the lows, whether I'm bullish or bearish. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
That you don't have to give it a lot of room to breathe, okay? The trades. Well, what happens with the scanner, which is really cool, is that you can turn around and you have the indice. Let's say you have the S&P. But then the scanner is going to show you what equities or sectors are stronger or weaker. So it's really cool how it drills down instead of you having to basically take hours. I have, on a Sunday, I remember this is going back like 10 years and 12 years and 20 years. On a Sunday, I remember I would say sit in my porch for 4.5 hours and go through sectors and stocks, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
In order to find something.
Right.
Well, guess
No,
what?
for sure.
You can do it with this in all of 20 minutes.
And just, I mean, if people want a greater feel, now John, you know, you can always watch the archives. You can check him out at 8 o'clock. He has the TAS Profile Scanner Plus daily video. Now, this one is from yesterday, but you can just get a feel going through. I mean, this is a perfect XLE, XLV, XLF. You know, he's looking, and you get, whether it's different time frames, the green or the red.
Exactly.
So you can go check out that video as well. But I encourage people to sign up. You get 30 days for a money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, you're not using it.
You lose nothing.
Exactly.
And you come.
And you will learn something tonight, no matter what.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about market profiles, right? He's talking about how those work, how you use them, how you trade off them, and what they're saying right now.
And you know what's amazing? So last night he's on the show, right? And it's this. You know what's so cool about this, folks, is that on the weekly, this dollar, you know I'm a dollar bear, and I'm looking for 92.50, right? And this is what's really cool. So check this out. It's so close to the bottom of its range right now, right? And you know,
Of whatever box that market profile is in? Is that what you're talking about?
Here, watch. Just to the range that yesterday, you know, before he was on, I said, oh man, you know, 93,
I see, okay.
60 is the low. I says, okay, this is building cause to break it. John comes on, and he says, guess what? Right where this is, that's a weekly profile.
Okay.
So he was looking for a small bounce. How cool was that, right?
Yeah.
Now, the way that you can use it, you use any you want. But I was hoping, I said, so please bounce on light volume then, not bounce on heavy volume.
Sure.
And that's what we get.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool, though?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I didn't know that, I'd be saying, oh, it's a bounce on light volume. But now I have another piece of information that was a weekly profile, which is very strong.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the best, you know, you pull up the daily profile, right? And then
Yes.
the 240 and the 120,
Right.
or, you know,
Right.
and you drill it down even more. And they're saying, of course, is it going to be archived? They're asking in the den, and yes, it's going to be archived for sure. It'll be 60 minutes long. It'll be archived. You can watch it. Tomorrow it'll be available right on your members page.
Right.
Yeah.
So check it out right in the front page of TFNN, folks. So markets out here. Let's go take a look at these markets. Inside the NDX 100, strength versus the weakness. The strength out here, Intuitive Surgical come out with numbers. We'll find out what that is. That's up $27. BioMarlin is up $3.44. That's a dog, though. That's been going down forever. LLTC, Linear Tech up $167, and Western Digital's up $152. Taken away from it on the way down, you have Checkpoint Software down $4. Regeneron's off $14. You got Akamai Technologies down $128. Inside the Dow, let's see what we got inside the Dow. IBM got killed yesterday. They come out with numbers. They really got killed, man. Inside the Dow, United Health is the leader. That's up $3.23. American Express up $1. IBM's up $177. That was down $8 yesterday. Intel, well, this Intel's a pretty good one. Let's look at this, because Intel was getting killed last night. That was down $1. They're laying off 12,000 people, man.
Man, yeah.
That's a big number.
That is.
Go back over to this Dow. 12,000, man, that really stinks. Coca-Cola's getting hit. That's down 5%. That's down 4%, rather. That's down $2, $2.
Yeah, almost 5.
Yeah.
4.94.
Boeing is off $275. Procter & Gamble's down $90, and Caterpillar's off $75. Let's just go back to Coke for a second. Yeah.
They missed their numbers too. Is that what?
Yeah, evidently. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what they did. They. Okay, so yeah, the estimate was 44 cents. Well, they made 45, but it must be a top line revenue.
Now even the revenue number is exactly 10.3 billion versus 10.3 billion. But yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, they don't like what it is. And you know, when you look at this, so watching it, look at this, man, it's just crazy. So you
they didn't like it at the opening, and they didn't like it even more.
And they keep selling.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's the last time. Let's see. Put this back up on a weekly for a second. This is going to be a problem. You're going to be a little problem child right there. Okay, so the high of that, $43.90. I mean, that should get some support there. We'll find out, you know. But if you have more than, on a weekly basis, we get more than 30 million, then it could break down. Because look at that high volume low on August. That's the week of August 24th. That week of August 24th, folks. And the indices is a little problem child out there. There's no two ways about that.
Can you pull up Coca-Cola where you show where their revenue comes from, just the company profile?
Yeah.
Because where the question comes from is who drinks soda anymore? But you know, they're a worldwide company,
right?
And I bet.
Oh, this is good that it has it. Look at
that is remarkable.
So North America, okay, so out of 42 billion,
an American company,
yeah, half of it. Pacific, 5 point. Okay, so North America is 21.18 billion.
Yep.
Pacific.
Yeah, it's just other worldwide, which is probably just a bunch of smaller areas.
Right.
Is like almost 7 billion Pacific, Europe, and then other. And
they don't have it. They don't have it broken down as to, it just says non-alcoholic beverage.
They're really diversified, which is smart. They have to be.
Yeah.
Now with.
Is that Lay's potato chips too? Or that's chip
Coca-Cola?
companies. Yeah.
I don't think they're.
That's Pepsi then. Right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Pepsi is the larger conglomerate.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 1. NASDAQ is up 1.5.
Oil when we come back too.
Oh baby, let's go to that oil market. We'll bring up the Nadex platform. We're coming right back, folks.
If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, don't miss out on the Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This is the second running of their popular 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD, which gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you could earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There's no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The May 19th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
John Logan has just announced that he is hosting a workshop Wednesday, April 20th for all TAS Profile Scanner Plus subscribers, opportunities in the current market, and strategies to profit. In this hour-long workshop, John Logan will use the TAS Profile Scanner Plus to give you a current breakdown of the sectors in the market and the opportunities that are present, as well as providing subscribers with the best strategies to trade with to profit when using this powerful piece of market scanning software. Right now, you can sign up for the TAS Profile Scanner Plus at the front page of TFNN.com. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is such an amazing piece of software that we're even offering a no-questions-asked money-back guarantee for all new paying subscribers. Don't delay, as John Logan's subscriber event is coming up soon. Sign up now for the TAS Profile Scanner Plus and be up and running within minutes using this powerful piece of market scanning software. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Crude inventories rose 2.08 million barrels, and I know you had looked at it before that.
They were expecting 3 million barrels.
Okay. And so we just popped from...
So there's less supply than they thought, right?
Yep.
So price should rise, I guess. There's less of a stockpile than they imagined.
Yes.
And that's sending it higher. We're at about 41.55. We're up 25 cents, 41.80. But...
we know how this goes.
We follow this every Wednesday, and it is a fast market, and that doesn't necessarily mean, especially that's not a staggering number.
No, it's not.
Just the main headline. Now we know that there's so many numbers within there. In the next 10 to 15 minutes, everyone's digesting them, and this market will figure out where it wants to go.
And you know what? Yes. So yesterday, the oil equities really caught a nice bid, man. I mean, they went up quite a bit. And I guess what it had to do with is that in Kuwait, they were still on strike.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if that had to do with it. Okay, there's buying. That's why they went.
Everything
up.
has to do with it,
yeah,
right? No,
right.
to some degree. Yeah.
But that was pretty wild watching that whole thing shake out. Right now we're at 41.88.
41.95.
Yeah.
Just like that.
that's a big number.
Especially because we're coming up right to where this was trading at before 8 in the morning.
Yes.
Which was its high.
And it's evidently taken the market up with it.
That would make sense, right? That's how it works.
There's no doubt. Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How are you all doing today?
We're doing great. Yourself, man?
Morning, Mike.
I'm doing great. Listen, I'm going to get these spreads down if it kills me, but I wanted to share.
Well, it's not going to kill you, number one.
I wanted to share with you something that has really helped me, Tom and Tommy.
Yeah.
I usually just, and I'm using NASDAQ as an example.
Yes.
I like to trade the daily spreads.
Okay.
So we have total of 9 daily spreads.
Yeah.
All right. I take a piece of paper and I write down the spreads that come out early in the morning and then the ones that come out at 7 a.m. I draw each of the spreads. I put the spread numbers at the top and the bottom of the boxes. Then I take and I divide the spread by 2, which gives me a number.
Okay.
And then I divide it again by 2, which gives me 3 numbers to work with in the spread. Now, the reason why I do this is because I need a visual look-see at where all the spreads are, what I might want to do, and where the market is.
No, that's perfect.
It gives me a picture.
Because we talk about it, just so Mike, and that's perfect. You know, you have the top of the spread, the bottom of the spread, you have the middle of the spread, and then it sounds like you have 25% of the way through and 75% of the way through. And you're basically highlighting every number that you should be considering as you're looking at a trade. It's perfect. We talk about those values, you know, and they are the most important, knowing exactly where you are, because, you know, we were just talking about your trade this morning and how it was just barely above the center, which for selling it short, I think is much better, because you actually, you know, you're risking, I think it was something like 430, risking 370 to make 430. And that's the same thing, Mike, where he's just centered in on that center of the spread. They're all important numbers. And visually we talk about, that's a great way to do it.
Well, I've done 3 spreads with real money and made money on all 3 spreads using my diagrams.
That's huge. Yeah.
Because it gives me a visual. And I just wanted to call you and just share with that. Maybe there are other people listening that, you know, were in the same situation I was in, and to draw it out on a piece of paper.
Yeah. And as Tommy just said, it's because it's so funny that you're just laying this out, because that's what we were just talking about, as Tommy
During
just
the break,
said.
yeah.
And the difference, folks, now this is how crazy it is. The difference in an 80-point spread, okay, because that's the one I'm in right now, in 5 points, the difference of risk-reward was quite a bit.
Well, right, and especially
10,
for what you're looking for, right? Everything matters on your market bias, your directional bias, what you're expecting. And you're expecting market action, number one, because you're in an 80-point NASDAQ spread. You're expecting movement, you're expecting volatility, and you're expecting it to the downside.
Right.
So he's in the 44.90 to 45.70 spread, Mike. And so 45.30 would be the middle of that spread. That's important. That's what you're marking. And he had gotten in at 45.32.80, right above the middle. And so that's what I was saying, that it was perfect if you're selling it, because then you're only risking 370 to make 430, and you're probably only paying, because you know you're right next to the middle of the spread, that you're only paying like maybe 0.2, 0.3 in premium. And for what you think is going to happen, you want to be paying that 0.2, and you don't, so that you're risking 370 to make 430, as opposed to the other way. And at least if you understand that, you can make that decision for yourself, as opposed to just thinking you're close enough, Mike. I was just saying, for what he's thinking, for what he's expecting, that's much better than the trade where you ever enter it, where you're only 5 points to the downside, so you'd be at like 45.25, and you're risking 450 to make 350. See how quickly that changes everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you all very much, and I appreciate your education and comments.
Thanks for calling, Mike. That was awesome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That's a great way to do it.
That's really awesome,
and that's a great tip, especially when you're starting out, because, you know, I do those things real quick, but guess what? The middle of the spread, well, the top and the bottom are probably the most important, because that's where everything matters. The middle is the next important, because right away you know where you are from the middle to the top. That's how premium's going to get established. That's where, you know, that's where the trade is going to, your risk reward, all that stuff. So it's perfect. And let's see where oils, let's see what it's doing. We give it like 2 minutes and it could be anywhere after these numbers, right? Yeah, it's climbing still for sure.
So we hit 42. It's not doing anything to the market, though. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, we'll take a look at some of the oil stocks, but the Dow itself hasn't done anything. The S&P's hasn't done anything, so something's dragging us lower.
You know, and maybe it just wasn't that big of a, you know, it was 1 million barrels off of where they thought. So maybe, you know, that was a quick 50-cent burst, and maybe there's not much more action in there. And, and maybe that's just not enough to override all the other factors going on in that market right now, where a $1 million miss, I mean, 1 million barrel miss is not a contributing factor.
No,
right?
I know.
Yeah.
So Exxon's up a little. Chevron, you know, took out that high yesterday. So, you know, this is wicked. Talk about being a contrarian, man. This is
swim lessons at noon.
Oh man, because you know what's happening is that the more I'm looking at these right now, guess what? I think they just might be topping out, man. That's the way this is almost looking, man. That'd be a nice trade, because Oil had an amazing counter-trend bounce. Do you know what I mean?
27 to 42.
Yeah.
Talking about 15 points.
Yeah.
It's over a 50%
numbers.
rise in the
numbers. And
the biggest commodity in the world.
And you still got chaos, happening.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it's like you look at the risk reward, right? So even let's call it you're at 42, which is pretty much where we're at.
Yeah.
What are the odds it goes up to over 50? Right?
Right.
I don't know. Like, it could see 50 for sure, but that's only $8. What are the odds that it comes back down to 36? In your own head, wouldn't you be like,
Better.
well, that's possible for sure, right? So
particularly because picture if we all owned oil right now, right? If we owned, we'd be selling it like crazy.
Yeah.
We were at just 27. We were devastated.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
I'll take this.
Yeah. For sure.
Because that's big money
a huge
compared to
appreciation,
big money compared to where we've been. So. Now check this out. This is going to get interesting, folks. It looks to me that what just happened is that the dollar caught a bid, and the market can't stand it.
Yeah.
So look at
Dow
this.
just dropped 20 points in an instant.
Yeah, and the dollar was just up 500 ticks. Now it's only up 300. Man, this we got something happening out here. Let's see what we got happening. This is pretty wild. Well, I guess it couldn't have been up 500 ticks. It was up 300 ticks. You stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks. And Dow's down 15, Nasdaq's up 4, S&P's are down 2. We're going to right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. That gold, that oil market's staying up there, man, but the market itself, man, they're selling this thing. Well, something sold it away, that's for sure. Dow, it's not that it's down big, but you get the
And
Dow.
even, what did the NASDAQ? Why don't you pull up here? Why don't you pull up the NASDAQ? Just because I was looking at that within
Yes.
the Nadex platform, but it doesn't look like it
And
has,
the
let's see.
NQM6. So yeah, you had
Yeah, that is quite a little pullback from the same.
Yeah, you had the. You know what's intriguing here? So picture this: when you had the futures up this morning, and that's what I sold them this morning when they were up, because I say, okay, thank you for the trading gods, right? You get them up again. Now the first sell down was there, and what they did, folks, they brought it down to 45.09, and then boom, the counter turned bounce. Look at that counter turn bounce. Brings it all the way up to 45.
Yeah, big moves, right?
44, monster move, man.
Right.
It's $20 if you the futures. That's $20 a point, man.
Yeah.
And now
that's
you're-
only that bar, not even counting the bar before it, which is almost just as big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you're right back down there. Now if we go over to the S&Ps, okay, so same setup. See, okay, so inside these S&Ps. Now this is going to get intriguing in the S&Ps, and this is why, folks. So your leg down, you know, isn't that bad, really. I mean, you know, you went 8 points down, which is a lot. But if we come down into this 2085, which is 5 points lower, and break that, then you're going to have, you know, you'll have some acceleration on the way down. So this is going to be wild watching this shake out today, because what we did have yesterday is that, and this was subtle, but that NDX 100 came down with big volume, man. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And just to go back with the 80-point spread, right?
Yes.
We're seeing like 35-point moves in no time, right?
Right.
That's why, for what you're expecting, which is those types of moves when you're trading,
Right.
you don't want to be risking 450 to make 350 only to receive a half to a full point of premium in that index. Do you
Right.
see? I mean, you want to be, if you're expecting that move, you want to be the person that's paying maybe a half a point to a full point just to get it on that, you know,
Right.
and that's where the middle of the spread's going to come important, because if you're going short, then you want to just be a little bit above
Right.
the middle of that spread. And that's great because you're not paying a ton of premium, but guess what? Maybe you're risking 350 to make 450. And that's only a difference of 5 NASDAQ points on the way up,
that's a
which is
mind
going to take maybe like 6 points of the underlying index to move up. Do you see? And that's your 1 point of premium. But that is a great trade, and that's, you know, and that's
Right.
where we talked to Mike before, where we said, why don't you find something within the box?
Yes.
And that's where even when you know the top level, you know, you want to pay some more premium, but at least you get right in under the bottom of that
Right.
ceiling.
Right.
Yeah.
And what happens is that, so let's picture what is the value right now? So,
Sure.
because what happens on something like this, because there's so much time left right now too, right?
There is. So, and you're getting away from the middle of that spread, so it's going to start moving more slowly with
Yeah.
the market, right? And that's because the premium is going to be placed into it.
I can't see that far.
Yeah, position value. So you're at about 1365, and you have 3 contracts. So you're
Yeah.
approaching, you know, $450, 460. Would that
Yeah.
be right? It would, because the current market's at about
Yeah.
45.25.
So
This is the actually exact example where you are now risking 450 per contract,
Right,
with
'cause it went in the
350
money.
to make it, because
Right.
and you know that's a different trade than
Right.
risking it from the get-go.
Right.
But that is a great example where, because you know the market is 6 points above now, you're actually risking 460 to make 340 of profit per contract, and that's still pretty close to the middle. It is.
Right.
So you get some action, but it is a good trade.
So the index right now, man, I can't believe I can't see right now. Hold it. So the index is at 45.23, right?
Yes. And this is a nice example. So the index is at 45.24 right now, and you can see that
Look at
it's
that.
at about 45.25.
That's amazing.
So it's
That's so
really
cool.
close.
Yeah.
Yet you're risking 450 to make 350. So
Right.
that's where you just want to really be aware. And
Yep.
Mike had the great suggestion of just, even if you're mentally aware, where's the middle of the spread, and where you're getting in it, above it or below it. Because if you're shorting the market and you're below the middle, you're going to be risking more than you stand to make, and you're not receiving a lot of premium when you're very close to the middle of that spread, especially if you're getting moves of 40 points in either direction.
Yeah, you'd rather.
For what you think, exactly.
For sure.
For
For
your
sure.
directional bias, for what you're expecting, you want to be paying that half a point.
Which is nothing.
Which is nothing, I agree.
Which is nothing. So let's go take a look at the. Is oil still up there?
Yeah, 41.95. It's still sitting.
Look at that. Okay, so CL. I think
And that's not even happened to be there on the delayed feed. I looked at it right as we brought down Nadex.
Right.
It's at 41.95.
Okay, so maybe I got the wrong. Let me just make sure I got the right contrast. So, look at sugar's taken off. 41 CLM. Yeah, that's gonna be. Look at that's
and
interesting.
So it's still sitting right at about that level.
Yep, it's sitting right there. Now, what you had. Let me see. I like this. I think I'm gonna like. What you had yesterday. So yesterday you got to 42.88, and it's a big volume, 711,000 contracts. So the real kick is going to be today, like how many contracts you can have, because if that's up there on light contracts, I want to look at some of those oil stocks, because the oil stocks are also coming up to a lot of swing points from about 6 months ago, and they very well maybe the weak ones. And this is where folks. The TAS market scanner comes in a big way.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you
just drill it down. You're
down.
going to be bearish to the oil sector.
Right.
We'll go into those ETFs, right, and then see where in the ETF the weakest one is.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly. And it'll tell you.
It's a fun little.
And there might not be one. That's the other side of it. You know, it's so cool when there's not one. I've done that, right? And there hasn't been one. Say, okay, I better get another sector.
Right.
Because
and again, at least
you're
you're
just
aware
speculating.
Of it. At least you're aware of it too,
right?
If you're going to short one, maybe you say to yourself, "Man, this is the only one in the whole sector."
Yeah.
So everything is good information.
It's like maybe you better go to another sector.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. No, that's exactly what I mean.
Totally. So let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks, and we'll see what kind of volume market we do have out here. You got Coca-Cola is one of the big ones. That's down a couple bucks. You got Yahoo is up $1.12. Let's go look at Yahoo. They come out with numbers. It's going to be wild watching Yahoo got sold and see how much they pay for it.
What happens. And
yeah, right. And, you know, when you think of Yahoo, their gross numbers, man. You talk about gross numbers going down, folks. This is pretty...
Is it all advertising, pretty much?
Yeah. And it went down like 17 or 18%, though. I mean, they're still doing big numbers, but that's a big drop.
Hey, Facebook is taking it from somebody,
They're
right?
taking it over. There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. You stay right there, folks. Oh, no, I thought...
We're close. We're close.
Yeah, but that's just amazing when you look at it. I mean, and Yahoo Finance, I mean...
Well, we've talked about it. We've spent some promotional money with Facebook,
right.
and never have we ever considered Yahoo.
No, exactly.
You know, and they, of course, are a huge portal. But you're just talking about different universes, and the way Facebook is really just capturing so much advertising revenue from small companies up to the biggest of the big.
Right.
That's coming from somewhere.
And you know what happens, folks, is that
and the world.
We absolutely know we're getting viewers from it.
That's it. Yeah.
You know,
and I was going to say the world is mobile, which Facebook absolutely dominates.
Yeah.
So
right.
It's not going back. And I'm sure Yahoo has a great presence online for that as well in terms of mobile. But there's nothing like
not the same
Facebook
deal.
mobile in terms of using on your phone.
They after watching that 60 Minutes with the phones, it's like you're talking about targeting people.
Yeah. And when
look at that person just bought something. Oh, we're going to get targeted.
You talk about that. So they own WhatsApp, right? Now WhatsApp is huge overseas. That's how I text Jay in Switzerland.
Okay.
They're encrypted. And then they own Snapchat, which can take over the world, we know. But
yeah, Snapchat's taking over the world right now.
They are.
You stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks. Dow is at 10, Nasdaq's up 4.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 6, Nasdaq's off 3, S&Ps are off 2, and don't forget, you stay right there. Got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next, and then, of course, we'll go on TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself will be back this afternoon. And was oil giving it up?
No, it was about 41.95.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty close to still. It was trading at 41.95. It's holding above basically that first bar. We're 25 minutes after the bar, and we just had like a 40-cent pop on the news, and it's sitting right there.
Yeah.
And with that, we're back above 42. But like anything else, we'll see what happens.
And you're right in the middle of lots of numbers coming out, folks, okay? Each and every, before and after the market closes, you're going to have them. Let's go look at ISRG. So this is the leader inside the NDX 100 today. Up 26 bucks at 649, and you get some volume behind this move. Let me just see where this is. So this is the whole robotic surgery deal, which is just amazing. It's an all-time high.
Seems like just fundamentally that'd be a good industry to be in. Yeah.
Seriously, man. Seriously. Look at that. It's an all-time high. And you talk about, let me just see how this goes. I mean, the $2.6 billion. Surgical products, $1.9 billion. Services, $464 million. So that's the service, the machine. That's the Da Vinci robotic machine.
Okay.
I saw one. I saw a couple of them, actually, last time I was in the hospital. It's pretty wild, man.
I bet technology and
we're just a machine.
healthcare go
That's
hand
all
in
we are
hand.
is a machine. They put another machine inside us, start moving around.
We're just a really intelligent machine.
Yeah, thank
Right?
God.
I know.
Thank God, man.
Yep.
Wild, man. So let's go over to the XAU and the HUI and see what's happening there. I mean, there's no doubt that these things, you talk about rocket ships and they're extended. It's like, guess what? They're extended, but they don't want to pull back. And, you went up with volume again yesterday. So, what's cool about this, folks, is that I know that plenty of you are in the market, but guess what? There's a lot of people that aren't in the market, and what you still don't have, which is just amazing. Every morning I get up, right? And what I'm always looking for is, if I'll put this up on Bloomberg right now, is I'm looking at the top 20 stories, right? And guess what? There's still not stories on gold or gold stocks. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. So just picture how wild this is. Anything else that went up on a sector like that,
Yes, right. No.
Guess what? There's not stories there yet. So that's telling me, and then I can just listen to how many people say, no, it's, not there. It's like, okay, that's still good. On a contrarian type of
I'm
view.
with you. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally.
That, guess what? It's one of these
It is surprising for how much it's up,
isn't it?
And especially the equity so much. Right?
Exactly, and zero stories.
Right.
You know, so that's the good thing, and the aspect that everyone's still saying it's going to go down. So it's like, okay, that's good. That's what it takes for higher price, which is just deviant, man. They should start a deviant school.
You're gonna start up that program?
I could start a deviant school, right? Me and Jay, we're gonna start a deviant school. I think.
The Den will host its own class too.
Yeah. Well, we have plenty. Yeah. See, we got to do that.
They're on board. There you go.
No doubt. Oh man. Okay. So let's see what we got with
Wait, you're not.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What kind of volume we get thus far? Because what I'm looking for today, folks, is this. I'm looking for an expansion of volume inside the NASDAQ. To me right now, it's a toss-up whether the S&Ps have topped out. I think the NASDAQ has, though. And if we get a expansion of volume, that'll give me more clues.
Yep.
You stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Don't forget about John's workshop tonight, 5:30. Check it out right in the front page of TFNN, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.